But first, let's talk about just random what's going on in the culture stuff. So.
Well, we can talk about I'm so handy.
Or we could talk about with aluminum foil.
Yeah.
foil. So have you heard that song?
I haven't heard that one.
So that one's obviously, we're talking about Weird Al, of course, because he has this new album called Mandatory Fun. His album titles are never really that, attention grabbing, like Running with Scissors was one or something. But anyway, the parody of Lord's Royals, it's called Aluminum Foil. And it starts out just talking about how all the great uses of aluminum foil, and you're like, much better than Tupperware and all this stuff. And then like halfway through, it says, it's just like, oh, by the way, I've cracked the code. And he starts talking about shadow conspiracies and all this stuff, and you're like, where's he going with this? And then he goes, I protect myself with a hat made of aluminum foil, the old tinfoil hat thing. Yeah. So brilliant, man, brilliant. But yeah, that one, Handy, parodying Iggy Azalea's Fancy.
Yeah.
By the way, that is the ultimate handyman. If you ever find that guy, let me know.
Yeah.
He's got great affordable rates, and he does freaking everything around your house. So, and then the Pharrell, the Happy parody.
Yeah,
Tacky, yeah. I think there's one more, but.
Did you hear that he wanted at one point to do one of Paul McCartney's Live and Let Die?
Really?
He wanted to call it Chicken Pot Pie. But Paul McCartney said, no, we can't do that because I don't want to, promote eating meat.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
Yikes.
You had the chance to be parodied by Weird Al and you passed on it because of that?
That was a long time ago that he wanted to do
Actually, it had to be in the 80s probably.
Yeah, and
that's when that song.
I didn't know he was a vegetarian that long, so that's interesting. Wow. I thought he just maybe became a vegetarian when he, I don't know, met the one.
Probably when they were doing Acid in the 60s is when it happened. But
he saw a vision of a chicken saying, don't eat me.
Then Weird Al was quoted as saying, well, tofu pot pie wouldn't really work. So we're going to have to pass.
Man, that would have been so awesome. Man.
Yeah.
Chicken pot pie. Please, just do it anyway.
Yeah.
Just,
Come on. How is Weird Al promoting anything? I mean, that's just so stupid.
He does sing about food a lot.
Yeah, he does.
He's just because he's always been he's never been fat at all, always been thin. But I mean, he's got another song on there. It's I don't know if this is a parody, but it's just about basically just laying around and you having Cheetos on your shirt and everything while you're watching. Something about just really being really lazy or whatever. So almost always has something about food. I remember he had one about. He was eating so much cheese, he was constipated. He really gets into it. So, of course, Eat It is the ultimate, food song. But
Eat It.
that was my favorite thing when he asked, Nirvana, when he asked Kurt Cobain if he could do Smells Like Teen Spirit, I think. And he's like, okay, but your parody's not going to be about food, is it? And Weird Al's like, no, not for this. So he's like, okay, go for it. So, yeah, I got to say, I've heard, all the songs on the album, pretty good stuff. I mean, if you're like, I guess if we're making a recommendation here, I am. But if you're like, if you get pissed off that half the songs are his original material and you can't recognize them as, he does more like style parodies on some of them. And some of the styles I don't really recognize. Some group they mentioned that I've never heard of that. But so I guess that, but yeah, maybe you just want to go for a couple of the singles then. But I think, but he's got this one it's a parody of a high school, fight song or whatever for your team or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the chorus is, we're great and you suck. We're great. Good stuff. So
it's been around a while, and this is his first #1 album, I heard.
Really?
I heard it was #1.
Interesting. Huh.
So.
Well, he certainly, and he did. I've heard he's got 8 videos or something. I've only seen.
Yeah, released 8 videos in a week or 8 days or something.
Yeah,
that.
A video a day.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he met some new marketing, but I've heard of other people like Beyonce. Didn't she release a whole album and they all had videos or something? Every single. Of course, Lady Gaga's always big with the video. So I'm heartened to see that come back a little bit because I always like music videos. Oh, and we forgot the best freaking song on that album is Word Crimes, which parodies Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines.
Oh, yeah.
And it's perfect for an English teacher. And the video for that, I have seen that. And it's just, he's not in it at all. Somebody just designed all these weird little graphics. I'm sure he oversaw it, but it's got it's like a word video, but so you see all the lyrics, but they're kind of moving around according to, talking about the possessive or whatever, the meaning of literally. It's kind of goofy, but fun stuff. What else